U.S. manufacturing has shown signs of improvement in 2026, and that matters for the plastics industry because manufacturing is its biggest customer. Based on the Industrial Production Index for manufacturing, U.S. manufacturing increased 0.3% in June, marking the sixth consecutive monthly gain and was up 1.6% from a year earlier. The latest data show that momentum continued into July, with manufacturing increasing another 0.2% or 1.3% year over year. There is also a positive signal from new orders. In June, manufacturers' new orders rose 1.6% from May and 7.4% from a year earlier. These figures are reported in nominal dollars, so the increase reflects both changes in prices and the amount of goods ordered. New orders are an important indicator of future manufacturing activity, but rebuilding U.S. manufacturing capacity is not something that happens overnight. One goal of the current shift in trade and tariff policy is to revitalize domestic manufacturing, yet expanding production requires investment in machinery, technology, skilled labor, infrastructure, and supplier networks, and potentially a review and reduction of regulatory burdens that can constrain investment and expansion. Much of the equipment and many intermediate inputs are globally sourced, meaning tariffs can also raise the cost of expanding domestic capacity. US manufacturers also compete globally. Restricting imports can increase production costs and potentially make US manufacturers less competitive in export markets. But there is an important qualifier. The improvement has not been broad-based. Recent strength is concentrated in transportation equipment, defense, AI-related technology supply chains, suggesting a narrow recovery rather than broad-based. For the plastics industry, however, this concentration is encouraging since plastics are important input into each of these areas. The 3-month moving averages for both manufacturing index and new orders have been trending upward. Whether that improvement develops into sustained growth will depend on investment, capacity expansion, supply chain development, skilled labor, regulatory conditions, and global competitiveness. For the plastics industry, the second half of 2026 will be an important period to watch. I am Perc Pineda, Chief Economist of the Plastics Industry Association.